We've got our chief legal analyst, Khalif Rhodes, who is also the referee right now as we look at just the debate picture, these two guys yelling at each other. I fully respect the office of the president. However, in my opinion, both are acting almost like kindergartens in this make my day, you name it, anytime, any place. I'm going to meet you on the back, the back corner of the playground for this. Who stands to lose the most during these two possible debates coming up?
Both. I think both can lose a lot. I mean, right now they're jockeying for position for the folks in the middle. First the middle of the country, that Michigan, that Iowa, that Indiana, those places that are up for grabs, even Pennsylvania, Ohio. They're trying to get those folks. And so these debates will be crucial. I think their blocks are cemented in. They're folks that are historically voted Democrat, they're not shifting. Folks that historically voted Republican in the MAGA-based Republicans, they're not shifting. It's those folks in the middle that have been confused maybe by the last 8 years and specifically this last year and a half that really need to figure out direction. So Biden could lose a lot with his ability to respond well, because then Trump can hit him with, some of the age, some of the cognitive types of things. Trump can lose a lot of votes with his temper, with his frustration, with his legal woes. I mean, Mitt Romney, I think, said it best. It looks like the two old guys from the Muppets. That's what we're looking at right now. And then you can look at a couple other things. I mean, he said that a couple of times, and at first I didn't see it, but these videos, these social media attacks, it's showing their age. It is definitely demeaning of the public in the office of the presidency. Sometimes at the Trump rallies, he's setting up a fake debate stage, trying to lure Biden out to let him know, like, you're running from my debates. I mean, it has more of a WWE type of feel than a presidential debate. And as we mentioned in the opening, they just disregarded the commission on debates. Like, listen, we got this, we'll figure it out. We don't need your assistance. This whole process is just definitely different. Not saying that there's anything wrong with different, but it's just, I wasn't anticipating this. It wasn't on my bingo card for the 2024 presidential election that we'd have, back and forth social media jabs at one another.
Again, this will be the first chance to see Trump debate since he didn't do that at all before the primaries. What do you make of there only being two? So far, we know that Trump has said we'd love a third in October. Do you think we'll see a third?
I mean, debating I think would go towards Trump's card. If I'm looking at the folks, Biden, even though in that video mentioned that he won, I mean, no one is keeping score. There's no one at home, that actually has an official scorer's card. The refs aren't reading the numbers at the end. Statistically, he won because he won the election. But if we're looking at the debates and we're breaking down the answers and the responses and even the delays in response, that is, I mean, it's more kind of like the rap disses that we're seeing back and forth. I think it's more akin to that than any presidential debates that I've ever seen. But even with that last comment with Joe Biden in his video, he said, well, I know you're free on Wednesdays. A subtle jab at him not being at court on Wednesdays. I mean, so the back and forth, I see that Biden is recognizing that he has to level up his game, because that's what Trump will do. He has no problem running from a fight. But I am not sure if any of this helps America go forward.
Interestingly enough, Biden says, I will agree to these debates with some restrictions. He says, number one, no audience. I want this in a TV studio with the moderator, the way it used to be in the 60s, because it's not about entertainment. This is about the American public being informed. Number two, no third party, so no RFK Jr.
I think
just me and Trump. And then the last one, I like this, mute the mics after the time is up. You can't ramble.
So Biden has been in politics for 50 plus years. He recognizes with that last point, all of Trump's past debates with Clinton, with anyone else, he cuts them off when they're talking. Even after he answers their question, they get a chance to rebut. He keeps talking. Cut the mics right off. He recognized that Trump in his name is a whole industry. And so at the end of the day, get rid of the crowd. So now that WWE, there will be no table jumping or anything like that. Remove them from the audience. All of that helps Biden, but I think Trump will still show who he is in that space, and he is the stronger debater in my mind.